What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Kristen and today I'm going to be telling you how to get an interview at a job you have applied for. For those that don't know, I am the recruiting and accounting administrative assistant at a nursing facility. And basically what a recruiter does is I go through all the applications, I screen the applicants, and I schedule them for interviews with the appropriate department head. In my 5 months of doing this job, I have come across some things that people do that infuriate me. And this doesn't happen every time. Sometimes it's just a few people. Sometimes it's every person that I call. It just depends on the day, I guess. But I've got my handy dandy list here and I am going to tell you how to get an interview. So right off the bat, when you know that you're going to be called for possibly an interview, you definitely need to be enthusiastic when you hear, "Hi, this is Kristen from so-and-so, and I was just wondering if you were still interested in the position that you applied for." You need to sound enthusiastic about wanting the job. If you're like, "Yeah, I guess, the conversation is basically over already." You need to sound enthusiastic. You need to sound like you want the job, like this is the best job in the world, you can't wait to start, this is a great opportunity. Even if it's a low paying job, even if you're making $9 an hour, you need to sound like you want the job, that you're excited to get the job. Unless they start to get more enthusiastic as the phone call progresses. Or they sound really amazing and maybe they're just having an off day. I will still continue, obviously, with the phone screen, but I won't necessarily be like, yeah, I definitely need to get this person in here unless something really stands out for me after that. When you answer the phone from a potential employer, go into a quiet room. Now, if you've got kids, I understand. I totally understand that sometimes your kids are loud. I get it. But a lot of the time when people are being loud or have a loud background, it's the TV. And I know it's the TV. And I feel like maybe you should turn it down before you answer the phone, and so that you can pay attention, so that I can hear you and you can hear me, and there's no need for me to say, "Oh, what was that?" or you to say, "I didn't quite hear you." I don't want to hear that. You wouldn't want to hear that. If you were in my shoes, you wouldn't want to hear that. So turn the TV down. If your kids are running around being crazy or you're in the middle of a store, don't answer the phone. Let it roll to voicemail. It's okay. That's what voicemail's for. And then check your voicemail because you applied for positions and you want a job. So check your voicemail, get home, get to a quiet place, and call back. It's that simple. Do not answer your phone in the middle of Kroger's with 15 kids around you. Don't do that. Don't do that to you. Don't do that to me. Please. Be prepared to give me direct, honest answers about your past employers. You don't have to give me the whole rundown about why you quit, but don't just say they were disrespectful, they were unprofessional, or anything like that. I don't like that. Those are red flag words to me, and chances are it's because you didn't get along with an employer, or you job abandoned, or you just decided you didn't want to work there anymore. Tell me that. Say I wasn't the environment for me. Say that. Say I needed a change. Say I wasn't a fit to the facility. Don't run your past employer down, because chances are you're going to turn around and do that to our facility. And our facility is not that bad. This is something that infuriates me, and I've probably come across it twice in the last 5 months, maybe in the last month. People who eat while they're on the phone with me. If you're in the middle of a meal when your phone rings, again, let it roll to voicemail. I had an applicant sit there and chew ice in my ear for the entirety of her phone screen. The entire thing. All the way through. Chewed ice. It was either ice or chips. Something crunchy, sounded like ice. It was disgusting. I have this thing where I can't handle people chewing anyway, but that was way too much, and I didn't schedule her for an interview. I don't want to work with somebody like that. I'm sorry. I just don't. The number one thing that drives me crazy, and the number one thing that you should do, is listen to your voicemail carefully. So you've applied for the job, you got the phone screen, you are about to call them back. Jot down the person's name on the voicemail. Jot down their number that they probably gave you and they probably called from. Call that number back. Do not call the facility and say, yeah, somebody called me about a job and I wanted to talk to them. Don't do that. Just call the person that called you. Make it easy on you, make it easy on them, and chances are you're gonna get that interview a lot faster because that recruiter is probably a little less busy than the HR manager who's dealing with the entire bill. So those are my just few little tips to help you get that phone screen or help you get that interview scheduled that maybe you might not have realized. Maybe you do some of these things and you didn't realize you were doing them, or maybe you didn't realize that they were annoying to a recruiter, or maybe you don't do some of these things and now you know to do them. So I hope that those helped, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.